I did not give her da'wah. I don't even know her. I made no effort towards her. I just studied Quran and put a video on YouTube. Who did that for her? Allah did that for her. He can make it rain into people's hearts. That's not my effort. That's the gift from Allah to this woman. And may Allah give me a reward even though I didn't make any effort. For what, and may Allah guide her to Islam. And there are hundreds of thousands of people like that. This Christian woman just emailed me last week. She said, because the Charlie Hebdo incident, you know about that? When the Charlie Hebdo thing happened, this woman, she's a woman from Texas, and she lives in Japan, she lives in Tokyo. She says, I got curious about this prophet that they're making fun of, and I started looking for videos on YouTube, and I found your videos, and I started watching your videos, and now I wanted to know that because I'm watching so many of your videos, I ran out of data on my phone. Because I watch it on the train. And she started her email by saying, I'm a Christian woman. That's how she started the email. At the end of her email, she said, thank you for introducing me to Allah and His Messenger. Subhanallah. Sometimes Allah will grow fruits and you won't even know how. You will not even know how. It will just happen. But you know what? This is the part that's hard to understand. So I need extra attention from everybody, okay? This is the hard part in this talk. Human civilization, anthropologists will tell us, human civilization began when human beings learned how to farm. You could not survive. Humanity could not survive eating fruits in the jungle. We had to figure out a way to mass produce food. And the best way to mass produce food is to develop agriculture. You understand? So humanity became civilized. And once agriculture came, cities came. And when cities came, nations came. Civilization came. But the first step of civilization was what? Agriculture. You with me so far? Now, when you have agriculture, you have a farm. Don't you have to direct the water? The water doesn't come automatically. You have to dig and make a canal, and you have to figure out a way of delivering the water, right? You cannot just rely on the rain. You have to conserve the water and deliver it. If we as an ummah, by the way, we as an ummah, we are a civilization or no? We are. If we are going to survive, then the rain is not enough. The rain is from Allah, but you have to conserve that water and you have to make the effort of delivering it. And before we deliver it to humanity, I'm arguing today we have to deliver it to ourselves. At the age of 19, when I started studying the Quran, seriously when I started studying the Quran, I felt that I was cheated for 19 years. I've been Muslim my whole life. How come I don't know anything about the Quran? How come my school didn't teach me? How come my parents didn't know anything themselves? Why didn't they get that education? Why didn't my neighbors ever know? We are 1/5 of the world's population. These people, so many non-Muslims know more about the Quran than we do. How is that possible? How is that possible? How did I as a Muslim have the same opinion about the Quran as non-Muslims have? The non-Muslims say that it's harsh. The non-Muslims say that it's irrelevant. Why did I have those same opinions? The non-Muslims are not impressed. How come I had the same opinion? Something has to change. We have to cultivate. We have to provide this knowledge now to people. So now tonight, the rest of this talk is how are we going to do that? How are we going to deliver this message for ourselves and for our children and their children? And then the rest of humanity at the same time. Allah says, Ud'u. Let's begin the ayah. Now we begin the ayah. Ud'u. Invite. What does ud'u mean? Tell me out loud. Invite. Good. Do you invite somebody you are angry with? Can you invite somebody to your house you're angry at them? Hey, come to my house for dinner. You don't do that. When you invite someone, it is an act of friendship. You cannot invite someone unless it is an act of what? Friendship. So from the very word da'wah, from the very word ud'u, if you are not friendly, you shouldn't be doing da'wah. If you have an angry personality, why don't you just go memorize Quran or something? Let somebody else do da'wah. If you get really frustrated with people, you should not be doing da'wah. Because da'wah means what? Invitation. And to do invitation, you have to be what? Friendly. Second, Ud'u ila sabili rabbi. By the way, if somebody is giving an angry khutbah And you say, why are you giving it? Brother, akhi, I'm trying to do da'wah. Like, that's not how you do da'wah. You don't scare people to death and then invite them. This is not invitation. This is get lost and get out of here and never come back. He says, by the way, he doesn't say, Ud'u ila al-Islam. Ud'u ila dini rabbik. He doesn't say that. He says, Ud'u ila sabili rabbik. What does sabil mean? Let's see who wins this one. Oh, brothers won again. Ud'u ila sabili rabbik means invite to the path of your Rabb. Everybody knows what a path is, yes? Now, have you ever invited anybody to a path? That doesn't make sense. You don't invite someone to a road, you invite someone to a destination, right? You don't invite to a road, you invite to a destination. But Allah is telling us that you have to invite people to a what? A road. A sabil, a path is a road. A path is a road. Why there's so much wisdom in this kalam. I hope I can explain this to you in ways you will remember, because this is one of the most powerful truths of Islam that is hidden. People don't know. People don't know. You know, people study Islam and they say, man, sisters are learning Quran. I don't know so much vocabulary. I haven't memorized so many surahs. I don't know tajweed yet. I don't know this yet. I don't know that yet. When I learn this much, inshallah, then it will be good. But right now, I don't know anything. People are always worried about more quantity. And they want to accomplish. And they keep thinking they haven't done anything yet. If Allah is calling people to a path, like a road, are people traveling at the same speed? No. Some people travel fast and some people travel what? Slow. Some people are traveling so slow that you can't even see their progress. It's that slow. It doesn't even show up on the speedometer. It's that slow. But they're still making progress. The problem is, we like everybody to make progress at the same speed. You should be like this one, you should be like that one. Even parents, they tell one of your daughters can do better than the other one. Why don't you be like your sister? They're not the same. They're on their own path. You're asking Allah to join the road. That's all. You're asking people to join the road, not the destination. Allah is not calling you to the destination. He just wants you to enjoy the road. So many people come up to me, how do I learn Arabic quickly? How do I study the whole Quran quickly? I was like, why do you want to do it quickly? What's your hurry? You know, are you going to die soon or something? You got time, bro. Relax. Chill out. Allah is not interested in how much you know. Allah is interested whether or not you are on the road. And when you are on a road, how do you know if you're on a road? The scenery around you is changing, yes or no? And you're making progress. All Allah wants from you is what? Progress. All Allah wants from you is progress. He does not want perfection from you. That's what people want from you. That's not what Allah wants from you. Allah knows what He created. He did not ask people to become perfect. He asked people to make progress. That's all He asked. Allah makes our deen easy and beautiful. We make our deen difficult and ugly. We make people feel bad because they're not perfect. We make people feel bad because they're not completely there yet. The Sahaba were the best generation, yes or no? Best generation of all time. Of all time. And these people were willing to die for Islam, yes or no? Okay. Allah gave them ayat about alcohol in 3 stages. These are people that are willing to die for Islam. And Allah said, "La taqrabu," "Ithmuhuma akbaru min naf'ihima." The evil in alcohol is greater than the benefit. The evil is more. Then that wasn't enough. Then later on He said, وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَأَنْتُمْ سُكَارَى حَتَّى تَعْلَمُوا مَا تَقُولُونَ. Don't go near salah while you're drunk. And then finally, one of the last surahs ever revealed, Surah Al-Ma'idah, one of the last surahs ever revealed, He says, رِجْسٌ مِّنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُنْتَهُونَ. This is evil from the work of the devil. Will you stop or what? In other words, Sahaba, who were the best generation, Allah did not expect them to quit alcohol immediately. If He wanted, He could have given the ayah from the very beginning. Now think about this even further. Alcohol is considered not just haram. It's also considered evil. There's a difference. Pigs are not evil. Pigs are just what? Haram. You don't see a pig and say, astaghfirullah, evil, shaitan. No, it's just a pig. Just don't eat it. Okay, it's a pig, Allah made it. It's not evil. Relax. Okay? But alcohol is not just haram, it is also what? Evil. Which means it was always evil. Which means it was always from the work of the shaitan. In the first year of revelation, it was from the work of shaitan. And in the 23rd year of revelation, it was also the work of shaitan. And even though it was always evil, Allah decided that people haven't made enough progress on the road yet. So they're not ready yet. So I'll give them the ayah when they're a little more ready. So I'll give them a little bit. And I'll tell them, look, the harm is more than the benefit. Then a little bit later, I'll say, at least don't be drunk when you're making salah. And a little bit later, I'll tell them, okay, leave it now. You're mature enough. Now stop.